What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and we're going to go ahead and do those videos that I think you all like. Hopefully you all like them. I like them. Got a lot of good comments on them, so we're going to do the how would you hit these bases of video type of attack thingy, what we're going to look at. Okay, here we go. So if you haven't seen them already, here's the deal. I show you the base. I mask out the army composition that was used. You're going to go ahead and take a look at it. Pause the video if you need to go ahead and take a look at all the different defenses, composition of the base, how it's built, and then you're going to go decide how you would hit this base. Where would you come in from? What kind of army composition would you use? And what kind of spells would you bring with that? So you notice here, this attack was done extremely quickly, 2 minutes, 5 seconds. What do you think that Canadian used in order to hit this base? Well, obviously, you know you can hit it many different ways with many different strategies. Probably a lot of them would result with 3-star, but ultimately, a lot of the times there is one attack which is a little stronger than the other, and maybe a little bit more, less of a risk of not getting that 3. So let's go ahead and check this out. And we've got a quad La Lune and well, La Lunian, because he's got some minions in there as well, with king and queen there with some skelly poison. So we'll go ahead and take a look at what he does here. So he's going to go ahead and use the king queen, I think, up top to go ahead and take out all those trash buildings, do some serious clean house, and do, I don't know about funneling, but go ahead and get a lot of these things down. And he's already going to go ahead and start with this La Lunian portion of the attack, sending in 2 lava hounds to basically tank for that AD and the queen, and use that rage to rage up those pups to go ahead and help take out that queen along with the skelly traps under rage. They're going to take her out real quick, so then we've just got to go ahead and send those other 2 lava hounds in here. We've got the king taking out king and queen having to use her ability, but we still have another lava hound that he can go ahead and deploy from that 7 o'clock with loons behind that. All the lava hounds have been deployed, and now it's just about watching these loons go through the rest of the base, standing under heals while they're tackling that Tesla slash Wiz Tower farm. And we still have 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more loon in the bag, and we've got that last top 12 o'clock 80 to take care of. Got a poison down, and we've got these loons making their way in. So really the only 2 things they got to worry about is this Wizard Tower splash damage and the Expo taking out anything else. So we've got a full Lava Hound that's not too much more health, but at this point it doesn't really even matter. So everything is going very well. We've got a good handful of pups. We've got some skellies, and we've got some minions that are going to help with those loons there. So there we go. Very, very nice way to start us off. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that mask back on there, that black masking, and we're going to jump down to 1. We'll jump down 1 to 24 and go ahead and take a look at this particular attack by Jamie. And we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to look at 2 attacks by Jamie just for really, really nice war. Go ahead and look at this base. I'm going to go ahead and just give you a little bit of look at those builder huts in the corners, all that cool stuff in every single one of those corners, the 80s all the way up at that 9 to 12 o'clock area on one side of the base. And now we're going to go ahead and show you what she used to attack this base. There we go. So we're using a stoned hobo in this attack. Stoned hobo, 3 golems, some bowlers in the clan castle, and then hogs to go ahead and clean up the rest of the base. Only 1 jump, which is surprising to me since this is such a compact base, already tripping the clan castle, but using 1 jump, 1 rage, and 2 heals. And we've got a bunch of wizards going and cleaning up all these trash buildings while these 3 golems are tanking for both the kill squad and the defenses. Drop another poison there because why not, right? We've got to take out that baby dragon. Queen finally coming up to the rest of the class, and then we've got the bowlers that are being dropped in as well. Funnel has been done, but the Queen's going to go ahead and take out some of those other outlier buildings, and then the bowlers are going to go ahead and take care of that storage unit. And fortunately, you know, he gets a couple of the bowlers in there, but some of them are going to walk, and then we've got some hogs to go ahead and follow them up. So we've got 1 more heal that's going to go ahead and carry the rest of these hogs through the base. Quite a number of them, but the kill squad is pushing their way through, even though they're going to have to punch through the wall. There we go with that last heal to heal the hogs through that giant bomb. And if you notice, this base is it's got a lot of places where spring traps can be put in, but it doesn't have a lot of places for giant bombs. So you don't have to heal anywhere else. There's no chance of hitting any more giant bombs because there's no more spots for the giant bombs in between these defenses. Tons of hogs left over here. Queen with ability and pretty good health. And at this point, this base is completely crushed, and we've got hogs, a whole bunch of them, of best cleanup troop in the game, of course. And then we've got those polars. Remember those bowlers that were walked outside the base? Well, it looks like they knew what they were doing. They're going to go ahead and get that last builder hut in the 12 o'clock corner, and just a really, really nice attack. So go ahead and put that masking back on as we are going to jump to number 26. So here we go with God hitting Blake. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at it. One of those Expo Island bases that we've talked about in the past videos of how to hit them. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of this. No builder huts in the 6 o'clock corner. Some statues. The Expo Islands, and we've got the Queen at 3 o'clock with the King all the way up at noon. But look at those air defenses. Those air defenses are ripe for the picking. They do have a couple defenses around them or in front of them, but most of them are all on the outside. So what do you think? Let's go ahead and see what he hits with, and that is, we've got a Queen walk, just holo though. So very, very cool. I'm sorry, hobo. Just I don't think there's bowlers in it. Well, we'll see. So we've got the queen walk going on here. There are no wall breakers, so it's not going to be a queen charge. A wizard's going to be set up there just to go ahead and funnel that army camp and get whatever else it can get, which is not very much. But it's going to go ahead and force the queen to walk from the 6 o'clock all the way over to 3 o'clock. And then we've got a giant that's being put down here so that we can go ahead and do some tanking and grab that full clan castle lore. Early poison goes down, very, very nice. It's going to take care of those goblins and also slow down the Valks just a little bit. Drops the Valk in there. With that Valk just went peace out right by all the other Valks. What a stupid AI. That Valk just looked at them and didn't want anything to do with those Valks on the ground. Kind of crazy there, but the queen does have to use her ability, and that's not necessarily the best thing in the world. We only have one more rage, so that's it for the queen walk. If this queen, after she uses the rage, or if she has to use the rage, then she's not going to go ahead and make it anywhere else. But we were able to go ahead and basically sidestep that expo, so no rage was needed. Still have all 4 spells ready for this. And then all we have is a bunch of hogs. So yeah, just a queen walk mass hog. That's what it is. No bowlers in the clan castle or anything else. King is going to go ahead and start doing some funneling on his own and help that queen to go ahead and clear up all that 3 o'clock stuff. And as soon as these things go down, that queen's going to go down. He can go ahead and send his hogs in there, just tons and tons of hogs. He knows he's not going to have to use that rage for the queen at all, so he just uses it on the hogs to push them through that portion of the base. Uses 2 heals right off the bat to go ahead and get into those Expo Island compartments, and then still has a clan castle full of max hogs that he deploys at noon, and then uses that 3rd hog where there's another potential giant bomb spot. There are no more giant bomb spots for the last couple defenses after this. There we go. They tripped the giant bomb, and now it's pretty much all over at this point. We do have. Do we lose our queen, or do we still have the queen? Oh yeah, we have a king and queen at completely full health. We also have a Tesla here that's not going to take out hardly anything. They're going to go ahead and smack that down in one hit, and then turn on those skellies, and then it's just about cleanup. I don't think those hogs are even going to go ahead and make it back to cleanup at all. Their cleanup was that Tesla. All right, let's just look at 3 more. Let's go ahead and put that masking back. And we're going to look at 29. So go ahead and take a look at this one. Look at the time here, just a little bit over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 1 second. Let's look at this base, kind of symmetrical. We've got those four air defenses in semi-core. Queen is at the Queen and King and a clan castle are all up at that noon compartment. And then we've got a lot of trash buildings here at the end. So what do you all think would be best to hit this base with? Well, we're going to go back a little old school here. We're going to do a Shattered Gobo Laloon, which is two golems, two lava hounds. We've got bowlers in the clan castle, and we're going to try to get this king queen into here and take out at least 2 to 3 of these air defenses if possible. So we got a baby dragon that's funneling up on the 9 o'clock compartment, and then we drop the poison in just because we know we're going to go ahead and take a bunch of stuff that we have to deal with. Drops that baby dragon, and baby dragons are fantastic when it comes to cleaning up these type of clan castles. Their area effect takes out grouped Valkyries really quickly, and they are very good against other baby dragons, as well as taking out the enemy queen. There we go. At least gets one hit in there, and the other baby dragon is just doing so much damage on that 9 o'clock side of the base. So we've got a jump coming in here to get those bowlers and golems into this base, as well as that king. Queen is going to kind of do her own thing and start banging on a wall, and then she's just going to go ahead and walk all the way around like not the smartest person in the world. Was just about to say something else, but we'll go ahead and keep this friendly. And then we've got lava hounds coming in here, taking those last couple of air defenses. We do have a bunch of hastes and rages. We're gonna have to rage through that Tesla farm, and they will chew through this Tesla farm with no problem at all under a rage. And then we've got that the last lava hound popping there, but the loons are very well timed with very good spell placement. Still have another haste that is really not necessary. I probably would have used it just because, why not? But we've got this base completely beat at this point. Queen uses her ability, and now it's just about going ahead and taking care of these last storage units. So we haven't seen one of those Gobo Laloons yet. So really good attack. All right, just a couple more. Let's go ahead and look at number 32. Jamie getting the 6-pack. This is probably my favorite attack of the war. It was just a really well thought out, really well executed attack. So let's go ahead and look at this base. Got those builder huts in almost each of the corners. We've got some of the air defenses towards the core, some of them on the outside. We've got both the expos there, and then we've got the king and queen at the 7 o'clock compartment all together, and a centralized clan castle. So what did Jamie use on this base? She used the cold-blooded Gobo Laloon. So really cool attack. And I like what we do at first is dropping these golems. I mean, this is just or goblins. I'm sorry, not golems. You got these goblins that are just going to do work because one of them is going to die, but one of them is inside that mortar range there. So it's just going to jump from one thing to another and clear out that gold mine, and then jump to the other one and clear out that gold mine. They clear out those mines and elixir containers so quick. And then we've got a wizard that's going to go ahead and take out that mortar. So really nicely done. I really like that job. And then we've got, I think, a giant coming in up top. Yeah, we've got a giant coming in after that golem is dropped, just so these wizards can go ahead and funnel the army camps. Funneling is what it's all about. I think I'm going to do a funneling video because we still struggle, and I still see other people struggle with that all the time. Jump goes down. Funnel has been pretty well set, and we've got the bowlers all coming in towards the core. Queen is going to go ahead and take care of that gold mine, and then she is going to go ahead and walk over to the storage. And I think she might actually end up walking. Oh no, she's going to come back inside, and that's what really makes this attack even more effective when the queen's coming back in. So She'll go after that hound, which pulls her back in here. King takes out that second AD, and then we've got the lava hounds being deployed all the way from the complete opposite end of the base. But there's only a couple defenses at that 3 o'clock compartment that they have to worry about. So we've got the two lava hounds going in, and we've got loons all around the different edges, all around that noon to 3 o'clock. And then we've got one more haste that we've got to be a little bit patient on. Lava Hound is on very, very low health, just a couple hits from that air defense, very nice timing, and then that they're going to go right into that air defense at the 930 compartment, and it's just about going ahead and cleaning everything up here. Queen is going to go ahead and get rid of that enemy king who's just going to stand there and take it. I don't know what that was all about. That was just like craziness. And then we've got just a train of loons coming in towards these last couple of air defenses, or I'm sorry, air archer towers. So very nice funnel on the bottom side, had extra loons for the top just for cleanup, and that base was completely crushed. So really, really enjoyed that. That was just a really well thought out attack. And finally, let's go ahead and look at number 34. Irish coming in here and taking on another Expo Island base with all those air defenses at one side of the base, wizard towers at the other, and I don't think we deployed the troops yet. Yeah, so no cheating. Take a look at the base, still all those builder huts in each of those corners, and then we've got the king and queen on opposite ends of the base. So what would you all use for this? Well, let's check out what Irish used. Irish used I think it's shattered. Yeah, a shattered go bow low. So there is no lava hounds in here. He's going to rely on his kill squad to take out all those air defenses, and then back end with 16 loons, has a couple of giants as well. So we'll go ahead and drop the golem in at the 3 o'clock side of the base with wizards behind that, and then all the way on the opposite side, we've got it coming in at the 6 o'clock portion with a bunch of wizards coming in at that side, doing some great funneling work. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I said shattered. It's a stoned entry. So we've got that last and final golem that's going to go ahead and tank that Tesla farm, dropping a jump there for the king and queen to go ahead and take out the enemy king and take the jump to make their way into the base. Look at all that funneling work. There is nowhere for these things to go except into the base. Really nice job funneling the entire two sides of the top and bottom of that base. So we've got all four air defenses that are going to go down in just a second. There we go with the 3 and 4, and then we've got the jump coming in here just to go ahead and push these the skill squad through the rest of the base. Now they've used all the spells except for that last poison, so the heals healed has been used to heal those bowlers that are in the core. Kind of wants to make sure that they all can take out those defenses in there, and it's about to sandwich this base with all those different loons that he has. So finally the lava hound from the clan castle goes down by the queen, and we're going to go ahead and take care of some of these pups. They're going to trigger some bombs, but that's okay. We still have the queen using the ability that's going to go ahead and help out clear some of these defenses, but it's really up to these giants to tank. Very nice use of the giants, as well as up to these loons to go ahead and clean up these last 5 defenses, or 6 defenses, one of them being a sweeper. That's just going to be really pesky and push some of these loons away. Still has 2 more loons that he hasn't used yet. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that sweeper. It's going to make things so much easier for those 3 loons to come in and get that wizard tower. And then sends one of those 2 loons in just in case these loons, those top loons are taken out. That at least that one loon will go ahead and help out and take it. There we go. So finally everything's done. Now it's just about saving that last loon to deploy in there. Queen is going cleaning up from the 1 o'clock area all the way around counterclockwise. So that was a very nice use of that loon to clean up that builder hut and then help with the rest of those loons meet up with them. So it is a balloon semi-tiny party, and then we have a last bit of our 3-star hit. So hopefully you all enjoy this. I really like these type of videos where you guys can go give your feedback of how you would hit it. And again, just because we chose this hit doesn't mean you couldn't choose a completely different one, an air attack, a ground attack, opposite things, whatever. Queen walks, queen charges. Things are a lot optional at Town Hall 9, but we were able to beat them with these type of attacks. So go ahead, hopefully you all will enjoy this. Like it if you have, subscribe if you haven't already, and share them with your clanmates. If you guys enjoy these videos and benefit from them, you know that they will as well. So what I always say in all the videos, always use your friendly challenges to get used to these compositions, get used to the deployment. The timing is everything. That's what you guys have got to get and get used to. So hopefully you use these different type of compositions, these different spells, get used to when you need to go ahead and drop them and use them, the spell wise, and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.